joined now at the intermission by former Cape Breton Eagles forward and current Gatineau Olympiques forward, Charles Boutin. Charles, your club got off to a bit of a rough start, but you get a big win over Gatineau, and you had a pretty nice goal in that game. How much of a relief was that for you to get that win?
It was a very good feeling for the team. I think we deserve that because we were working very hard to get the first win. Things were not going as we expect at the beginning, but we have a young team, and now I think we gained some confidence out of that win, and we're going to keep going.
You're a 20-year-old player in the QMJHL. Some nice stats for you this season, almost a point a game thus far. What's been going right for your offensive game?
I think I worked a lot on my confidence during practices in the summer and exhibition games with Gatineau, and that helped me keep the puck more and make some more plays with the puck, and I think I can bring more offense by doing that.
You do spend a year in Cape Breton. What are your fondest memories of your year with the Eagles?
We had a very nice team, nice group of players, and if I think fast, I don't know, maybe our first win, it was in the shootout in Moncton after 10 games, and it was very, very fun to get the first win, and it was like pretty rare to win 1-0 in shootout, but it was a pretty good feeling, and we had a lot of fun in the room after.
Yeah, I think that might be the only 1-0 game in the league all year. It was certainly a rare occurrence to see that in the QMJHL. You find yourself traded to the Gatineau Olympiques after the season was over. What was your reaction when you found out you were getting traded to Gatineau?
I say I was a bit surprised, but I saw it coming when McDonald got traded to Cape Breton, and I didn't know which team could like me with their team and was interested in me, but I was happy to go back in Quebec province and to do my school there and stuff, so to get closer to my family. So I think it was a mixed feelings because I'm going to miss all the teammates there, but I made new friends and stuff, so I'm going to keep contact with the other guys, and I think I'm going to have a lot of fun this year too.
And certainly get a chance to see them this week, which will be pretty exciting. You're wearing an A this year in Gatineau. What does it mean to you to wear a letter?
It's a good feeling. I'm very proud of that because I think I'm a good leader. I'm not changing my attitude by having a letter, but I think I can help all the young players in my team and show them how it works to play junior with my experience.
You talk about young players. There are a lot of rookies on this Gatineau team. What challenges does that give the veteran players being surrounded by so many young guys, and what do you try to do to help show them the way?
Yeah, it's a big challenge because we don't have a lot of vets. I know we have a lot of rookies that are not very young. We have some guys that are rookies at 19 and stuff, so they're a bit more mature, so they can learn faster and stuff. But it's challenging for everybody, even for us and for the rookies. And we try to show the right way, and we're going to keep going doing that.
You are right, for sure. It definitely helps if a player is a little bit older, even if he is in his first year in the QMJHL. Aside from the age makeup being different, is it similar to last year? Because last year you came to Cape Breton and there were so many new players that hadn't played with the Eagles. Does it kind of feel the same this year in Gatineau because a lot of guys hadn't been there before?
Yeah, it's kind of the same feeling because we have so much players coming from different teams and different systems and stuff. So it's kind of the same thing. Getting better with the new system, new coach, new coaching staff, and the new rink and stuff for everybody. So it's new for everybody like last year, and I think it's a bit the same, yeah.
I know that you've been putting up some good numbers to start the year. In the past, you were also worried about working on your defensive side of the game. How do you feel the defensive side of the game has come along?
Yeah, I think I improved a bit my defensive side last year. I know my plus-minus didn't show that, but we worked a lot with the coaching staff and stuff. We put a lot of work on my defensive side, and I think this year it might be better, and I'm going to try to keep working on that also.
When we talked last year, you mentioned you were into fishing. Did you ever end up getting to go fishing in Cape Breton?
Yeah, I did a couple times with some of the guys there, and yeah, I caught some little fish, but I didn't really know the places where the big fish were, but
okay.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
It wasn't just you. The other guys weren't catching big fish either?
No, not big fish, some small, we call it, in French, it's mackerel.
Okay.
It's the same thing in English. We got a bit of them, and yeah, it was pretty fun, but I'm not used to fish in the sea and stuff, so there's no sea close to Quebec. So it's a different way to fish, but yeah, it was a nice experience.
Very good. I'm glad you got to do that. Since you said that was something you were interested in, in your final year in the Q, how do you feel you've progressed as a player in your time playing in the QMJHL?
I think with all my years, the thing I had to work on the most, it was being a two-way player, work on my defensive side, because I think my offensive assets are good and I can use them a lot, but my defensive side, for sure, I needed to work on that. Also, my work ethic and stuff. And I think all the coaching staff and the coach and the players helped me a lot to work on my work ethic, my defensive side. And I think that's what I upgrade the most on my game.
The last one I'll ask, you're in your final season as a 20-year-old. What do you think comes next season for Charles Boutin? Do you try not to think about that?
Yeah, I try not to think about it, but for sure, everybody think about the future. And for me, my goal is to get a chance to play a university level in Quebec or in the Maritimes and youth sports team. It's my goal for next year, and I'm looking forward to that.
Well, we certainly wish you all the best and hope you succeed in that. Best of luck the rest of the season, Charles. Thanks for this.
Thank you, Pat.
That's former Eagles forward Charles Boutin, now playing for the Gatineau Olympiques. You're listening to Celtic Kubota, Cape Breton Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.